Excellent.
Just where I want them.
Exactly.
And we go back to the start of the encounter. We are now in full combat, and it is the lizardmen's turn. So the 4 of them with javelins are going to start attacking their targets. Lizard folk. This one is going to attack Silence. Lizard folk is actually their their monster manual name.
Yeah. I was just being silly.
Ooh. Good. Does a 21 hit your armor class, Silent?
Oh shit.
Yeah. It does.
Okay. You take 4 points of damage.
Will do.
This one is going... The next one is going to aim at this sailor with a crossbow. The javelin just skitters and scrapes and eventually ends up floating in the river. The one over here is going to aim at this one with the crossbow. That hits him. He takes 6 points of damage, but he still manages to stay up. He sort of grunts and swears quite heartily at the lizard men. And the last one is going to aim at Gomi, because it just ate a face full of fire from you.
Excellent.
I'm guessing a 13 does not hit your armor class.
Nope.
Okay, then it misses. You, sort of prepared and almost expecting this response, managed to bring your shield up and basically hear the thunk of the javelin in, and it then sort of bounces off and lands by your feet. Sylph, it is your turn.
Okay. Sylph will take another shot at these guys, this time aiming at the fellow on the far left here.
Yep.
And I can't transfer my hunter's mark until the target is dead, I believe. So I'll just take a normal shot.
Okay. Well, 24 definitely hits.
Okay.
And 7 points of piercing damage. Okay. Your arrow hits him square in the chest as it was sort of reaching back to take another javelin out of a quiver on its back, and it gives a squawk of surprise. That's okay. Is there anything else you would like to do?
I don't think so. No, I'm good.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. I just need to roll initiative for these guys, who I've completely forgotten. Yeah, none of them are going anytime soon. That was some awful rolling. Okay. Ella, it is your turn.
Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna try this. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Yep.
And basically make a sound about 30 feet away. How do you do the ping?
You just hold left click.
I've been doing that. It's not doing it
Is
for
that-
me.
You've got to have the pointer selected.
Arrow.
Oh, that'll probably help. There. I'm gonna cast it in that general area and make it sound like it's coming from the ground. I'm trying to distract them.
Yep, okay. Let me just find Minor Illusion again. I posted it up here. Yep, okay. I'm just going to have them do a quick willpower roll.
Didn't we need to roll initiative for the familiar as well?
We did. I only just added him, so I will do that in a
okay.
second.
Apologies.
But actually, I only just remembered that, oh yes, you have a familiar now. I will add it.
Yeah, I just realised it as well.
So... hold on.
Renee, you'll need a character sheet for your hawk
Oh.
at some point. But for now, if you want
Both
to...
of them fail, and so distracted by a sound behind them, they both sort of suddenly turn around, and yeah, they will be distracted for their next turn. And so up until their next turn, you guys will have advantage on them,
Sweet.
because they are currently distracted by a noise.
Yay. Dumbasses.
And I will look up your Hawk's initiative right now.
Do I need to roll anything for the hawk?
+3 for the hawk.
Yep. So if you could roll 1d20 plus 3 for your Hawk's initiative.
Whoops.
It's only got 1d4 minus 1 HP as well.
So
13.
yes, I've named it familiar for now. You can actually give it your own name eventually,
Okay.
but just so we know who it is. So yes, they're distracted. It is now the Hawk's turn, and you should be able to drag it and maneuver it. I've given you permissions for that.
Okay.
It has a
Oops.
fly speed of 60 feet.
60 feet. Alright, he'll, or she, I don't know, will go and try and distract these two guys. And not really attack, but kind of like fly in front of them.
Okay. Make a attack roll. Just not dealing damage, but aiming to distract. So that's +5 for the Hawk.
Oh. 1d20?
Yeah, 1d20 +5.
Okay. Sensing a theme.
13. It doesn't seem to do much.
Okay.
This is a lizard man which has already had its face set on fire, so it's quite set on focusing on Gomi right now.
A familiar can't attack.
Oh, it can't?
No, but it can
Familiars
take
can't
coverage.
attack.
No,
said-
you can only use your touch spells through them by the red look of it.
I said it was an attack roll just to do a distraction. It's not really attacking. It's basically flying in front of it, squawking.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
I was halfway through reading it, so I wasn't really paying that much attention.
Yeah. And it
That's
is
actually
now
pretty cool.
Silence's turn.
Right. Should Silence just hang out over there while you guys kill the lizard folks? Alright, I'm gonna try to keep climbing up, because
Yep.
I want to end up here. Oh, what was that?
So-
Athletics?
Yep.
For the love of God.
I will say 9 will get you up to the top.
Sensing the despair in my voice, yes.
It's also, the two lizard men are distracted, so they can't really stop you, and you're able to sort of sneak up.
Right, but I can't fight them right now. Can I?
Yeah, that was just your movement, so you can still
Oh yeah.
take a standard action to attack them.
I shall swing the mighty bow staff
Yep.
for a 9. That's a hit.
You have advantage because they're distracted, so that's 18. That hits them
That's
for
a
5 bludgeoning. You can follow up with an unarmed attack, or because you're now 2nd level, you can spend Ki to do multiple attacks. I'm assuming you have better knowledge of that than I do right now.
Yeah. this one to my right, he's not dead yet, is he?
No, he is not yet dead.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna do a bonus martial arts. Does that hit or not?
No, that does not hit.
Oh,
All
silence.
right. Christ Almighty.
Okay. Yeah, the lizard man next to you is not looking happy right now. Between Sylph's arrow and your bow staff whacking him in the head, he's not looking happy.
Great.
Good.
Gomi, it is your turn.
If I try and move up the cliff but fail, do I still get to use an attack action?
I would say you can attack and then try to move up the cliff.
Okay, I'll try that then. So,
Okay.
flame again. There it is.
22 definitely hits. And that's another 4 points of fire damage.
Yeah.
With the angle underneath, sort of, you can see underneath the hawk, and so you're able to get a firebolt again past the hawk and just smacking it into the lizard man's face. It's about all you can see right now, but you seem to be finding that target every single time.
And then I got 17 on my athletics.
Which side would you be wanting to move to?
I'll say this side.
Okay.
So,
You
20 feet.
You're clambered up. You still have your shield in hand. You don't have your weapon right now, but yeah, you're now up on the cliff.
Cool.
Now it is time for Aldrich to join the fray. He will move up to this side, and he will shoot at this lizard man. And for him, that's a +3.
Woo woo.
20 definitely hits him. And ooh, this is a heavy crossbow. So Aldrich is dealing 10 points of damage.
Phew,
Shit.
nice.
Beautiful.
However, because it's a heavy crossbow, yeah, it's quite big and unwieldy. Next up, it is Shaman, who is still knocked unconscious. He can't save with sleep, so moving past. Bree will basically stay where she is. She pays people to handle this sort of situation. And it looks as if everyone's sort of got it in hand. Crossbowmen will attempt to return fire, just targeting the two in the center. Oh. Let me re-roll that.
And they're all dead.
Yeah, just nuked them from orbit.
Okay, that is +3, so none of those hits. Their bolts go wide. And we are back to the start. So these two there are no longer distracted. This one will turn to face Silence and strike at him with its javelin. Does a 20 hit?
Yeah, against a 12, yep. Fairly.
Because it's a new round of combat, you have your bonus action back. If you want to dodge, I believe you can.
I think it takes key, doesn't it?
He should have key now.
Yeah, he does,
yeah.
but I'm just saying.
Sure. I'll do my patient defense.
Yep, I'm just looking that up.
Yeah.
So you will take half damage from this, I believe.
Oh, good. Yeah. Come on, roll a 30. There we go.
Rounding down, you take 1 point of damage. This one will continue to sling javelins at crossbowman. Uh, 13 misses him. This one, next one, will also sling javelins at the guard who had hit last time. Misses. And this one will turn and try and strike at Gomi. Again with a javelin. 11.
Nope.
Nope.
Shield's
So-
OP.
It is your turn.
Okay.
Kill him.
So, Sylph will take that moment to move up next to Ella.
Yep. There is a sort of drop here, but you're able to clear it no problems.
Okay.
You basically leap over the railing.
And then I will take a shot at this fellow here.
Yep. 21 hits.
Big money, no whammies.
So you were targeting this one,
Correct.
who is no longer distracted. Okay, that hits. And again, your arrow sinks in and it hisses at you, and you get the feeling it's found a new target than the guard it's been missing. Ella, it is your turn.
I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion again.
Okay, against who?
I'm getting a click. This guy in front of Silence.
Yep.
I'm just gonna do like a 2x2 sheet in front of its face so he can't see Silence.
Okay, you can do that. Yeah, it will now have disadvantage on attacking Silence. Silence, you won't get advantage against it because the illusion's sort of blocking you, but you won't get disadvantage.
All right.
Is there anything else you want to do for your turn, or is that it?
Not for Ella.
Okay,
For
moving on. You're familiar.
For the familiar, he'll do another, I guess, swoop dive at this guy.
Sort of distraction.
Yeah, as a distraction, since he can't
Okay.
attack.
So that's 1d20 plus 5.
Oh.
That is not enough. This lizard man isn't having any of it.
I'm persistent.
He seems more annoyed than anything.
Good.
And now, Ella and Sylph, could you please make perception checks?
Awesome.
Fuck.
Okay, 1 second.
Turns out the crew are all lizard men as well.
Okay, Ella, you hear splashing coming from behind you. And turning around, you can see, sort of past the crates and on the other side of the boat, more lizard men
Oh,
climbing
shit.
over the railing.
Well, bugger.
Gnome Thomas is looking pretty good right now.
These ones carry clubs, and some of them are also carrying what look like large nets.
Fuck. Can I scream? Get people's attention?
Yep, you can definitely get their attention.
Give us your best.
Bree, sort of standing back where she is, she also sees them, and she likewise gives a shout. However, it took all of their movement to finally finish sneaking up on the boat from underwater, and so they are not moving for now. Silence, it is your turn.
Oh, good. Well, I'm gonna. swing my mighty
From your
bolt.
position, and with Ella's shout, you can now see the lizardmen down on the boat as well.
Yeah, they're not my biggest concern right now. I am going to attack my trusty friend over here with the bull staff. Yeah.
15 hits.
Finally. Yeah.
Takes 7 points of damage. He is definitely not looking happy.
Neither am I, as it turns out. He's not dead?
Not dead yet, no. But looking very much on the edge.
Right, well, have some fists.
18 hits. And that will kill him. Striking from behind the illusion that Ella had set up, you basically deal a flurry of blows to him, sort of hitting his chest and throat, and you manage to sort of get one direct jab in, which crushes his windpipe, and with sort of a gurgle, he collapses to the ground, dead.
Goodbye, little lizard.
One down, guys.
Can I move this turn, or...
Yep, you have only attacked, you still have your movement.
Oh. Actually, I'm gonna move back a bit. To over there. Don't worry, guys, this is a strategy. Don't worry, I'm not being selfish.
Retreat
It's
is
fine.
a legitimate strategy.
Yeah, it's a temporary
Okay.
setback.
Gomi, it is your turn.
Can I draw my weapon? Because isn't that take movement, or is it counts my attack?
That would be a movement.
Okay, well, I'll draw my weapon then,
Yep,
and cast Shillelagh as a bonus,
yep,
and then I'll try and smack him with that.
okay. 12 does not hit him. It is... Aldrich's turn? Yes, we have gone through everyone, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a really quick round. Aldrich will shoot at the lizard man currently fighting Gomi. And misses. And curses. It's a move action to reload, so he's fine. Shaman is still down. Bree will sort of move up and go to defend the steps up. Sort of that's what this thing is here. That's sort of the actual stairway up. She'll draw a sword, but otherwise take no action other than to prepare. And sort of with her shout, Ards will move to likewise defend the boat, basically. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 10, 15. Yep. And as they go, these two basically drop their crossbows and pull out swords. So this one will shoot at him with his crossbow still. But he misses, and the other two will attack with this. Misses. Hits. So this one strikes out at this fellow and deals 5 points of damage. It does not look happy. It's kind of annoyed because it expected to find half of you filled with javelins and already bleeding out after this much resistance. And moving back to the javelins. The one up here will, sort of seeing its companion die, sort of turn and...
And where is he? I'm behind the shrubbery. Can be seen. Amazing, right?
It will throw at you, but it will throw with disadvantage.
That's a hit.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
We need to get you a ghillie suit.
Uh-huh.
Hey, the elf needs a ghillie suit.
So that's 3 points of damage
Yeah.
as the javelin comes sort of flying through the bush and takes a lucky hit against you. This lizard man is actually getting frustrated with this hawk fluttering in its face, and so it's going to strike out
Aw.
at the familiar. That misses.
Yay.
And the last one is going to strike at Gomi, still clutching its javelin. 12 misses, I'm guessing?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Sylph, it is your turn. Ella has cried out that there's lizard men on the boat.
She just screamed. There's no...
Yeah, well,
Unintelligibly.
So, do I have line of sight on these guys, or are the boxes in the middle?
the boxes... You can see those two. Hold on. You probably can't see the ruler. You can see these two.
Okay. In that case, I'll take aim at the guy
Directly...
directly south of Sylph.
Yep.
And where's my character sheet?
27 hits. And that's 7 points of damage. Maybe I'll just put it there. Okay. He does not look happy. But then again, it's a lizard man. It's kind of hard. The arrow funks into him, sort of flying past the net it's holding. And sort of, yeah, it staggers back up against the railing, then sort of rebalanced itself and just lets out a loud alligator-like hiss at you. Basically, yeah.
But after firing the arrow, Sylph looks to Ella and says, "Ella, stay with me." But that's it. That's all Sylph does.
Okay. Ella, it's your turn.
Completely ignoring that. Can I climb on top of these boxes directly south?
You can make a... It's jumping up on top of boxes. I'll say make an acrobatics check. It's fairly easy, but it's still just going to require a bit of balance. Fine. You're able... No, that's enough.
Okay.
Like, literally, they're just flat boxes.
Okay.
But yeah, that's enough. You jump up on top of the boxes, and you now have unobstructed line of sight towards all of them.
Excellent. I'm gonna cast poison spray.
Yep.
At this lovely fellow.
Okay, let me make a constitution save for him. That definitely fails. And was that against the two of them, or just the one? Poison spray's just against the one, isn't it?
It's got a cone.
If you'll click on it so we can see it.
Oh,
I think that just does the
Yeah,
roll
it just
for
does the roll.
damage.
Okay, that's fine. What's the distance of the cone?
10 feet.
10 feet.
Oh, I guess
I will say it only hits the one.
Okay.
But that one did fail it, and so it takes the full 8 points of poison damage. That was the one Sylph also shot with an arrow,
Gurgle and die.
so it sort of staggers back.
I want it to gurgle and die.
It doesn't gurgle and die yet, but in the middle of letting out this loud hiss, you basically launch this huge glob of sort of noxious poison straight down its gullet, and the hiss sort of turns into a hacking cough and retching, essentially.
Oh, oh.
Basically, it's like...
Excellent.
It is your familiar's turn. It is being stabbed at with a javelin right now.
Well, how about we move over here and try distracting this one?
Okay, sort of continuing the flight. And it will sort of sneak up on this one from behind and basically swoop at its head. Roll attack to distract. 15? 15 is enough. That one is now sort of distracted. It basically has this thing swoop right by its head and it sort of semi-ducks and will be distracted for until its next turn.
Excellent.
It is now the lizardmen's turn. And by that I mean the ones on the boat. This one will 1, 2, 3, 6, 30 feet. Move up to here. This one will attempt to throw the net it is holding over the guard. And that misses. The guard manages to sort of duck under it and throw the net over him. Or, like, throw the net behind him rather than over him. Which means the lizard man next to him will just lash out with a heavy club. Which also misses the guard.
Neat.
The one which has just hacked up this huge green glob of poison from having you swallow it, will launch its net at you, Ella. It'll basically step forward and lob this huge sort of
No.
fish at you.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, shit.
What did I say?
Fuck.
So, the net hits you. You are restrained. I will tell you exactly what that means in a second. So your speed becomes 0, and you can't benefit from any bonuses to your speed. Attack rolls against you have advantage, and your attack rolls have disadvantage, and you also have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, bloody hell.
Hell.
And because it rolled a 20, roll a dexterity saving throw with disadvantage for me.
How do I do that?
Click your... Yep.
17? That's okay, 17 is enough. You still manage to keep your balance on top of the boxes. You don't fall off. You just now have this net basically hanging over you, restraining you and sort of limiting your movements.
Because my movement is limited, does that mean any spells with gesturing are out of it?
Yeah, I would classify spells as attack rolls because they require a...
No. Oh, sorry.
No.
I was talking to the dog.
Okay. Because they require hand gestures and otherwise quite large movements.
I thought I'd mute myself.
That sort of, yeah, they get obstructed by the net.
Okay.
And this... Okay. Next one's going to club at the sailor. which will hit the sailor, and that will deal 2d6 plus 2 points of damage. Which is enough to send that guard down. He gets whacked over the head, and he falls down.
Damn,
You can't tell whether he's alive or not, but he's definitely unconscious. Which leaves this one free to scamper as best it can upstairs, which is when the captain will strike out at it with her sword because she readied an attack. Sadly, that misses, and it will try and throw its net at her, which also misses. She manages to basically wrap the net around her arm and throw it off to the side. Next, Silence.
Yes, continuing my victorious... never mind. Right. I'll go here, and I shall whip out the mighty bow staff again.
Yep.
For
This one's distracted by the hawk, so you have advantage.
That's a
So that's the 17, which hits. Roll damage.
7.
7 points of bludgeoning. Okay. Again, this guy is looking on his last legs.
Yeah, eat some fist. Well,
Distracted due to the hawk, you have advantage. The 18 hits.
oh,
And the 5 will once again knock him out. Running forward, you basically swing your staff into a crack round the head and then leap up into a flying kick, which again smacks into his already dazed head and sends him crumbling to the floor. He is down.
Eat foot, lizard head.
I don't know. I'm trying out catchphrases. It's not working out so far. Like,
Gomi, it is your turn.
Well, I guess I'll take a swing at this guy.
Yep. 19 hits. That's 5 points of bludgeoning. Okay. You smack into him, and he is not looking happy. You get the feeling that another attack will actually put him down.
Good. Oh, and I might as well move to there as well.
Yep, you sort of move up and away from the cliff edge.
Yeah, I'd rather not fall down it.
Yep. It is Aldrich's turn, and sort of now hearing the clash and commotion which is happening behind him, he will turn around and sort of seeing a lizardmen engaging the captain, will, while moving, he will basically drop his crossbow and pull out a fairly decently sized axe, which he will move up and swing at the lizardman. And that misses. I completely forgot to add his modifier there, but that's okay. Shaman's still asleep. Captain's turn. She will strike out in front of her with her sword. Completely misses. Guardsman's turn. The one in melee combat will attack. Absolutely misses. And the one with the crossbow will attack. And hits! Targeting again this guy down here. That is... Just also been rolling the wrong dice for these guys. That's okay. And this guy will take 3 points of damage.
That guard that got downed, is he dead, or is he just unconscious?
He seems to be unconscious. You can't tell how severe the attack was. But yeah, he just seems crumpled on the floor. You can't see any blood.
Okay.
Then it is up to the Javelin Lizard Man. This one, sort of hearing the sounds of combat and seeing now the Lizard Men on the boat, will turn and move to help its friend with the very annoyed-looking half-orc, which misses, and the other one will also attack the half-orc, which misses.
Jesus.
Sylph, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm a little conflicted, but...
Kill it.
But there's so many other targets. Okay, I will take aim at the lizard nearest to Ella. If I can ping that for everyone.
Yep, that one.
Yep, and let me... Book.
11 is not enough to hit. It sort of, seeing you draw, manages to duck behind the crate in front of it, and your arrow goes sailing over and off into the scrubland on the far side. Would you like to move at all, or are you happy staying where you are?
I'm happy staying where I am.
Okay. Ella, it is your turn.
Try to get
You
the net
can-
off.
Okay, make a strength check for me. 18 is enough. You easily manage to basically pull the net off you and free yourself.
Awesome.
That's embarrassing. Ella has more strength than I do.
It's
However, that did take your action for this turn. You can still move, but you can't cast any spells.
I'm gonna, whoops, back up and try to duck behind these crates for a second.
Yep. You manage to sort of duck down, and you don't really need to duck behind them due to your natural height, but yeah, you're safe, men, for now.
Oh man.
It is your familiar's turn.
Alright, he's gonna go back over toward these two lizard men by Gomi and
Yep.
do some sweeps right behind them. Again, distraction.
Okay. Try it.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, 1d20 plus
sorry.
1. $11 is not enough. They are not distracted.
Okay.
It's now the lizard man's turn. I'm just gonna roll 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Okay. This one's going to move up and throw the net it's holding at you, Sylph. Hello.
It is you.
I'm sorry?
The lizard man, which was walking up along the front of the ship, charges down the side and throws a net at you.
Okay.
It rolled an 18
18 against my AC?
against your armor class.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
then that definitely gets me.
Okay, you are currently restrained. These two, the two currently engaged with the guards, swing. One hits. He takes a hit but stays up. The one that of damage from you guys will start clambering over to try and reach you guys. However, can't get very far because it's still hacking up poison and not looking very happy. And this last one will swing at the captain, which misses. Okay. Silence, your turn.
Right. The slaughter will continue. I shall move up here.
Yep.
Smash some face with the mighty bow.
That's a crit, that hits.
There you go.
Yay.
That's 9 points. And that takes that one down.
Da, 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 da.
I'm coming for you, Gomi.
Aw.
Hopefully he doesn't turn around
Hot.
and kill.
That one is down. Can't make a bonus action because no one's currently in range.
Yep.
Next up is Gomi's turn.
Okay. I'll shift it here,
Yep.
on top of his friend's body, point it and go, "Oi, look at this," and then I'll try and hit him.
Okay. 18 hits. And 8 points of bludgeoning damage is enough to take him down as well. The ridge is now clear of lizard men, except the shaman, who is still just quietly slumbering. He's sort of curled up and sort of wrapped his tail around himself, and he's just resting on his arms. Sort of, like a lizard basking in the sun.
That's adorable.
Gomi will point at him and say to Silence, "You finish him, I'll get to the others." Or actually, no, I'll finish him and then I'll heal your wounds. No, you finish him, I'll heal your wounds. That's what I want to say. Lack of sleep is a fun thing.
Yep.
Okay. It is now Aldrich's turn. He is going to hit at the lizard man. Oh!
We should hire him.
He would probably turn you down. He's got a good enough gig as it is. And that's 10 points of damage. That is not a very happy lizard man, as he sinks his axe deep into its side, leaving a nasty looking gash. So Shaman, who's asleep, so Captain's turn. Jesus! Taking advantage of the opening provided by Bree will step in and try and finish this lizard man off, which she doesn't quite manage, but it is still not looking happy. You're fairly certain they can easily finish it off. It is now the guard's turn. Okay. Both of them hit. This guy attacking the guy in front, and the other one attacking a crossbow. So that one deals 4 points of damage, and that one deals 5 points of damage. Okay. Two of the lizard men are definitely not looking too good on the boat, and then there's the one being faced by the captain and Aldrich, which is pretty much doomed. All the javelin throws on the cliff are down. Sylph, it is your turn. You are currently restrained by a net.
Okay, so if I do attempt to just stab the lizard person through the net, that would be made at disadvantage, or is it I just can't?
1 second, I need to double check. I've closed that page again. Your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay.
So you can attack, but it's a disadvantage.
Okay, in that case, I will attempt to lash out through the net with my short sword.
Yep, you manage to sort of, in a tangle of netting, draw it and strike out.
Fuck.
The 12 misses as it dodges back.
Okay. And And that's it, I guess.
Okay. Ella, it is your turn. You sort of look behind you to see Sylph is now restrained by a net, just as you hear a thunk as this lizard man jumps up onto the crate you are sheltering behind.
Alright, I'm gonna put my hand in his face and do poison spray again.
Okay. You will make a constitution check
Oh.
and fail it. And 7 will be enough to kill that one.
Oh, thank God.
He sort of jumps up and sort of hisses at you again with a look of jubilee, thinking, I've got you now. And not having learned his lesson, you send another blast of poison into his mouth. Freezes, axe overhead, and then just topples back, dead.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd say he says, got you now, and then the millennium out of nowhere and blows him away.
Oh, boy.
It is your familiar's turn.
Alright. I can move him 60 feet?
60 feet is his flying speed, yes.
Alright. Well, then he will... Whoops, wrong one. Move over near Ella.
That's fine. I don't need help.
Oh, yep. Can I change that to swoop by this guy? Forgot.
Yep, you can.
And... 19.
19 is enough to distract this guy. Sort of, he's so focused on having caught Sylph in the net that he doesn't really notice the hawk until it's on top of him, and so it takes him on by surprise. It is now their turn. Prepare for a lot of D6s. That is now. Okay. Still be 4 attacks happening. Okay. So the first 2 are attacking the guard, which only 1 attack hits. So that's... Yep, that one. So that is 2d6 plus 2. 5. Previous damage he took. The guard takes a hit across the side of his head and collapses to the ground. Again, you can't tell whether he's alive or unconscious. The one attacking Sylph doesn't have... He would gain advantage from the net, but disadvantage from the hawk, so he's just rolling a straight 14, which is plus 4. So does an 18 hit your armor class?
Yes, it does.
Okay, then he rolls damage. You take 9 points of damage.
Fuke. Okay.
This one will move past the unconscious body to try and join its friend, but not be able to climb up the fairly steep ladder and so can't attack. And the one that is dying will, again, lash out at the captain. And with the 18, it definitely hits her. And deal damage. 13 points of damage.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow.
Yeah, it clonks her alongside the head. She's still up, but she definitely doesn't look as if she could take another hit like that.